Yes, sir, please, we can come on this time. It's my pleasure to kindly take your seats. I request Mr. Bhaskar Katmaneni, Secretary, IT, Electronics, Communication, RTG, HRD, Government of Andhra Pradesh also to come on this stage. I request all our speakers, Mr. Jasbir S. Gujral, MD, Sirma SGS Technologies Limited. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Thank you so much. Mr. Venkata Simhadri, Founder and CEO, SIP Technologies. Mr. Pankaj Sharma, President and CEO, Dixon Technologies. Mr. Rowan Shebel, CEO, Neolink. And Mr. Deepak Deshmukh, Joint President and Head of Sales, Hindalco Industries Limited. I request all the dignitaries to take their seats. I request to play the video, please. Thank you so much. I request Mr. Bhaskar Katmaneni to give the welcome address and set the context, please.
Good afternoon to all the guests here who have joined us. I'd like to welcome Shri Nara Lokesh, our Honorable Minister for IT, Electronics and RTGS, HRD. And also guests on the dais, Mr. Jasbir Gujral, Sirma SGS, Mr. Venkata Simhadri, CEO of ASIP Technologies, Mr. Pankaj Sharma, Dixon Technologies, Rowan Shebel, Neolink, Deepak Deshmukh, Hindalco Industries Limited, and all the guests who have come here from across the country to participate in this event. Today's event, we're talking about electronics. As all of you know that the pandemic has shown that the supply chains across the world have shifted. It's no longer that 2-3 countries are running the game, but it's now more or less a large number of players are coming into the picture, and the monopolies that we have today, to name a few, like Taiwan doing the design and China manufacturing, a little bit of manufacturing happening in Thailand, Malaysia and other places is about to change, and we are here to make that happen. And I'm happy to announce that Andhra Pradesh wants to be part of such the shift that is happening, and we have all the infrastructure and the means to do it. So if we look at just some few facts and figures, if we look at it, India had the manufacturing of electronics at around $30 billion in 2014. Today we are 115, and with exports crossing around 25 billion last year, and our national target is around 300 million in electronics manufacturing and about 120 billion by 2026. What I want to say is that this is just not aspirational, this is not some figures that we are talking about, and we feel that this is well within our reach the way we want to do it. So, but that to happen, I think, the infrastructure has to be in place, the investments have to be rooted in a way. We can't do it everywhere. The way China has done, there are certain things we need to learn. We need to have an ecosystem developed at at particular places where the entire thing value chain comes together, where we can manufacture. We started working on that. For example, we cracked that in certain areas like refrigeration and air conditioning today, or about 70% of the manufacturing that sector happens in one location in our state. And we want to do the same thing in the electronic sector also, to get the manufacturing ecosystem in one place. We have rolled out policies to that effect, and we have seen some initial gains where we are seeing a lot of people sitting on the stage are the people who have believed in the state of Andhra Pradesh and who have come to invest in the state, and they are witness to what we do. So every state says that they have ease of doing business. Now, ease of doing business is something every state has to do. There is no choice. Every state does an ease of doing business. But what we are trying to tell here is that apart from ease of doing business, Andhra, we specialize on the speed of doing business. Speed of doing business is that, I'll tell you, there are a large number of cases in which issues are settled over WhatsApp. So yesterday somebody wanted a small change in the agreement with which they have entered into state. He sent me a WhatsApp saying that I want these two clauses to be changed. And I said yes over WhatsApp. He sent me back the signed document. I signed it and sent it back. It's that fast. So we do it because the government backs us. In our state, in Andhra Pradesh, if I tell an investor that X shall be done, it means that the entire system is agreeing to the same thing which I am telling. So and we sign on the dotted line and ensure that whatever we talk, we walk, and we make it happen. So that is the advantage we give it to all of you in Andhra Pradesh. Another thing, and we package the incentives in such a way that the manufacturer is a big company, is eligible for custom-made incentives, that is well beyond what the policy says. We give it to them, we give land at a cheaper cost, incentives higher than what the policy says. We are also providing everything in the package to the Tier 1 and Tier 2 suppliers also. What we say is that you come manufacture in the state, bring all your suppliers. The people who supply to you also bring all together. We bring all of you together in one geolocation at the same place, maybe within those 20, 30, 50, 100 acres. All of you are co-located. Then you can do what the Japanese have always been saying, that just in time. You don't have to have huge inventories. You don't have to stockpile material and keep it there. Spend money on inventory. You just have to have all your suppliers manufacturing along with us, and they manufacture. You are next door, and it can be done so quickly and shipped out. And Andhra is blessed with the sense that we have a lot of logistics kind of a support in that any place in Andhra Pradesh would not be away from a seaport for by more than 2.5 hours. And the same goes for an airport. With the 3 new airports also coming up, we can guarantee you that any site in Andhra Pradesh is just 2.5 hours away by road to the nearest airport or also the nearest seaport. So we bring that value to you, and we also ensure that all your clearances and all are done in record time. And we ensure that once you decide that you decide to come to Andhra, it's our baby. So people sitting with us here and people participating are witness to that. So this is the context in which we are talking about electronics and electronic components that are being manufactured and set up in the state of Andhra Pradesh. I again welcome all of you to this meeting today here, and we thank all of you for coming and participating in this event, and believing in us, particularly believing in that what we say is what we deliver, and then come and partner with the state of Andhra Pradesh and manufacture in the state and take advantage of the unique advantages the state has to offer. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhaskar. Now I request Honorable Minister, Mr. Nara Lokesh, to kindly address the gathering.
Now that Bhaskar ji has set the context, I don't think I have much to say then. From Andhra Pradesh's perspective, we are a late entrant into electronics manufacturing ecosystem. Between 14 and 19, we've had our first shot at it, and the ecosystem outside Tirupati Airport, if you look at EMC 1, EMC 2 was our first attempt. Last 5 years, we've had a sort of a speed breaker. It's merely a bump, but Now we've reactivated our entire approach to attract our partners, of course, who are sitting on the dais and who are off the dais, to come reinvest and re-engage with our state. As the minister in charge of attracting investments in the electronics sectors, our approach is a bit different. I call it the importance of a vertical and horizontal integration. Now, what do I mean by vertical? It's about getting each and every component manufacturer of your ecosystem into a cluster. I don't necessarily agree in our country's approach of doing different components in different parts of the country. While this might serve a purpose, maybe for a decade or two, but if India has to take a position over the next century, I believe that the cluster approach is very, very important. A great example of it is a mobile phone. The screen, the camera lens, the module, the lithium-ion battery, the haptic engine, the whole 9 yards, the casing that goes around it, the chassis, I believe should be manufactured not more than 100 kilometers radius. That's a bit ambitious, I understand, but that is the approach I believe, and that is the approach that Andhra Pradesh government is taking. So if you look at it across every sector, now I have named only electronics. Yesterday I was in Delhi, we said we are going to do a glass city. That's the approach we want to take there. We want to take the similar approach with compressed biogas, with data city here in Visakhapatnam. So that's what I call vertical. Now horizontal is where I come in, my other hat. I have two hats. I call it the India hat and Bharat hat. India hat is IT and electronics, Bharat hat is education. So my education hat clearly states that I need to work with the industry. I need to understand what your requirements are, not today, not 5 years from now. What is the industry looking 10 years from now? And what is the role that Andhra Pradesh can play in it? From a bachelor's program to a master's program to a research to testing equipment to certification equipment. See, a great example of this is I met the Blue Star leadership in Bombay. All of you will be surprised to know that close to 60% of India's air conditioning is coming out of Andhra Pradesh. And recently we've signed on expansions and a new company, LG, which is going to invest, which has already started its construction. At the end of it, we'll have 70% of air conditioning manufacturing coming out of Andhra Pradesh. But the question that they asked me is, it's great, but if I have to get my heat pump certified, I need to send my engineer, my heat pump, to a different part of the globe, and it costs us north of about 2 crore rupees. Why is it that you're not thinking about even getting the certification ecosystem into this cluster? So that is what I call is the horizontal. Only when the vertical and horizontal tight integration happens in an ecosystem and in a cluster, only then will this entire ecosystem survive the test of time. So that has been our approach as a state. As Bhaskarji has already shared, needless to say, ease of doing business is the past, speed of doing business is our cornerstone. All of you, I'm sure, would have seen our ads, our campaign. We stand for speed and we are here to deliver. By no means are we perfect. We are also learning. We are understanding this journey and we're going to do it together. As Bhaskarji already shared, quite a few of the things we are solving over a WhatsApp message. We are being very proactive rather than reactive as a state government, but then we are here to learn. And my only request to all the titans of the industry on the dais, off the dais, please give me your Rolodex. Well, Rolodex is outdated. Please give me your Google contacts. I think that's the approach we need, so that I can go get the entire ecosystem. You know, it could be the Chittoor node or the Kadapa Koparthi node or the drone city that we're building out in Kurnool. Your Rolodex is very, very valuable. Definitely your word goes a long way. Once you put in the word, rest assured, we will close the deal. I keep telling my team, ABC, always be closing. So we approach it with that attitude. And needless to say, if you look at it, there, I'm a young minister. I'm supported by a very young IAS officer. And we are here to only deliver. And our vision is very clear. My Chief Minister's vision is very clear. We have to attract $1 trillion worth of investment across sectors to the great state of Andhra Pradesh. And I believe the journey's just started. And with your support, we can make it happen. We can make Andhra Pradesh proud and we can make India proud. Thank you very much and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Mr. Bhaskar Katamaneni to interact with the investors and take the session forward, please.
Thank you. I'll start with Mr. Jasbir, Sirma SGS. Sirma SGS, the journey was that I think when they wanted to invest in any part of the country and all, we had the discussion going on. They had also applied in Government of India under the component policy. But I think, neither they waited nor we waited. So we approved it before even the Government of India considered the proposal. And we said that, we will support you. And we said that you can start building, need not wait for Government of India. And Government of India, when it comes, it will come. So let's start working on and let's start building. Let's not wait. So this philosophy we've been using recently for a large number of projects where even when there is a dependency on Government of India, we are saying that let's start working. So we guarantee that we'll be able to get the Delhi to agree to the things that we are doing because it's easy. It's not that I'm taking a political angle. See, if I am a bureaucrat, I also sit in Delhi. So I'm secretary here, I go to Delhi, I'll be joint secretary who will scrutinize your application. If I'm a joint secretary, I look at your application and see, oh, this is all sorted out. Land is sorted out, incentives are sorted out, manpower is sorted out. What is there for me to do? Just tick it out and say that please go and start manufacturing. It makes life easy for a bureaucrat in Delhi also to clear your application. That's the philosophy we're using. So, but there is always this chance that, a doubt in the mind, what if, it doesn't happen, what if, your application doesn't get, approved in Delhi. So what was your thought process when we were having this conversation? Did you have that doubt that, what happens in, Delhi if it doesn't get through? So what were the thoughts?
Thank you, Bhaskarji. See, we have been operating for 35 years, 7 states, 15 factories. And when we decided to go into the backward integration of PCB manufacturing, entire gamut of PCB, including CCL, and this is going to be the single largest individual investment the company has ever made. And that's being made in Andhra Pradesh. We have been operating in other states for 35 years. What drew us to Andhra Pradesh? Fiscal incentives are important because India has a disability factor in the electronic manufacturing. We don't have the ecosystem. Fiscal incentives to me are like steroids. They are given to bring up the strength to a particular level. What is equally critical, rather more crucial, is the DNA of your partner. And in this case, the partner is the state government. Fiscal incentives will lapse after 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, whatever the sort of lifespan is. But it's the DNA of your partner which makes or breaks a project over a longer period of time. And if you have a partner which is proactive, which is open to listening your problems, guide you, because your partner has much more power. The state government has much more power than an individual industrialist, and more so if it's a small scale industry like us. Today, anything below 1 billion is a small scale industry, mid-size. It's not a big industry. So the partnership with the state is what sustains the growth and health of the industry and the ecosystem around it. And if you travel across India, you'll find, whether I wouldn't name the states, you'll find what you call khandar, jisko kehte hain, monuments of industry decaying. They got the incentives, they put up the industry, the ecosystem was not there, the DNA system was not there, and it languished. So it leads to a colossal waste of national resources. To us, coming to Andhra Pradesh, I think it's a game-changing thing, and we are also planning to invest in our sister companies, also planning to sign off an MOU with them today for putting up a software unit, services unit. What changed, tilted the sort of coin in favor of Andhra Pradesh? I'm not praising him because he's sitting next to me. Don't take it that way. We asked for a meeting because we had our apprehensions that Andhra Pradesh is not in the pink of health in terms of finances. The committed incentives, would they be available or not? So that was the apprehension in our mind. So we sought a meeting from him. The meeting was granted in no time. And we met him at 6 o'clock in the evening at his residence. We expressed our apprehension. And he said he will try to bring in an escrow mechanism, which the Honorable Chief Minister has announced today. Now that's the sort of a speed which becomes even the envy of the industry. I keep telling my colleagues in my factory and company that now you have to match the speed of the government. And speed of the government, even at the center, is phenomenal. The ECMS policy closed on 30th September. Then there were about 14 holidays, Diwali, Gandhi Jayanti, Dussehra and all those things. In 14 working days, they released the first set of approvals. And believe you me, this speed is not there in the private sector. I'm from the private sector all through. So I think we are lucky to have a center government which is working at the speed of sound and an Andhra Pradesh government which is working at the speed of light. Thank you.
Sir, that is called double engine bullet train Sarkar.
Yes. Thank you, sir. So now, sir, my question to Venkat Simhadri garu. Sir, what made you to choose Vizag as a destination where you are bringing in a semiconductor packaging? I think this is the first of the such manufacturing facility in the state, and that too, you're putting it in Vizag, making Vizag join the league of, the Gujarat and the Assam locations. I think this is the third location after Gujarat and Assam. Probably one went to Odisha. I think you are the fourth location in the country where a semiconductor, industry is coming. So what made you think about Vizag as a destination for that?
Sure, Bhaskarji. Before I answer that question, Lokesh ji, your inspirational speech earlier, message to the industry, it is really inspiring, and I'm glad I have chosen Vizag and I'm here today to set up my factory. So before I give you some background, I'm actually a graduate of Andhra University College of Engineering. 42 years ago, I was like roaming around on the streets here. Yes, and before that, my dad, he was also a graduate of Andhra University, MSc Electronics, 1961. So it's home coming to me. I'm not new to Vizag. And also, if you look at the whole semiconductor industry, I mean, we're talking about manufacturing right now, and of the top 20 semiconductor companies, only 3 or 4 companies really do the manufacturing. Rest of them, you keep hearing the names, NVIDIAs, AMDs, Qualcomms, they really don't do manufacturing. So design is one area India should also be focusing on. If you really look at the whole design ecosystem in India today, Bangalore is definitely leading and Hyderabad is closely behind. And actually, I also had my own contribution to developing the ecosystem in Hyderabad since 1998. But in Vizag, I was the first guy to set up a design center in Scient. So I was actually heading the semiconductor division in Scient. In 2009, I set up a design center here, right here in Rishikonda. It was around 100 people, VLSI design team, and we had a good start. Later on, I started another company around 2012. It was called Gigacom Semiconductor. And again, that time I chose in Vizag, and I set up my operations here. And actually, it was a reasonably good success story. Later on, I ended up merging that company with a Hyderabad-based company, Moschip, and I became the CEO. But what I'm saying is, I think that is one area I like to focus coming back here. Even though I'm talking about manufacturing today. And my vision is to set up a semiconductor-focused innovation center in Vizag. Not only just creating the manpower, and also, encouraging young semiconductor fabless startups who can come to Vizag, design their chips, even though they can get fabricated in, TSMC or somewhere else. They could actually bring up those chips, test them and releasing it to production out of here, since we have a NOSAT here. So that is the vision I have for Vizag. And coming back to the readiness, see, we will rise to the occasion always, right? In India, Y2K, people needed, large number of software engineers to fix that problem. India had risen to the occasion and served the, global problem, Similarly, semiconductor industry today, we claim that 20% of the world's VLSI design workforce is in India today. Even though we don't have the product companies, if you name all the top 20 semiconductor companies, AMD, Intel, Qualcomm, they all have design centers in India today. So same thing will happen in manufacturing. It's a little late start, but we will rise up to the occasion and we will address it. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, our old friend, they've been with us for, so many years, long journey with us, with Tirupati and all, Dixon Technologies. I think from you, I think everybody wants to hear because of your long, assignment, long journey with us, because others are joining us now. You've been there for so many years. So what have been your experience? Can be very candid, all the investors here and all. You know that we are very candid with you always. So you can be as candid as, it should be. Share your experience of working in this state and working with the people of the state.
So thank you, Bhaskar garu. We are primarily a north-based company till 2017. And in 2017, we decided that we have to create a base outside of North. And that is the time when we started scouting and visiting South, different locations. Even before I met either the Director Industries or Secretary IT or even Nara Lokesh garu, we went to Tirupati and I met a ZM there by the name Mr. Pratap Reddy. He happens now to be the ED of APIC. That gentleman was there to receive us at the airport. He took us around the EMC2. He showcased what he wanted to offer us. He took us to local villages so that we could meet the pradhans and understand about the availability of manpower. He explained the culture to us. And I could find a zeal in him that he was trying that we should be there. When such a, I'll not say junior, but when ground people have that zeal, then you know that it is coming from top and what type of zeal will be there at the top. And thereafter we met Kartikeya Mishra ji, Solomon garu, and finally Nara Lokesh ji. It was a very quick thing. I remember first time meeting him and he asked me two things. He said, one, I want you to start quickly. Two, the employment has to be for youth of Andhra with special focus on women. So, sir, I must share with you, we have almost 10,000 people today, and 58% are women. So, since that day, we have not looked back. We have created one of the largest capacity for LED TV. Lokesh garu was mentioning that 70% of the AC go out of Andhra Pradesh. So let me share with him, Dixon has the largest capacity for LED TV in the country. Dixon has the largest capacity for security cameras in Andhra Pradesh. It has the largest capacity for washing machine in Andhra Pradesh. So, if within a period of 7 years, we have been able to create that, I don't think it is possible without support and encouragement from the local authorities. We all talk about investments, incentives. We talk about, Bhaskar Garu was talking about quick clearances, single window. I don't think in Andhra Pradesh it is single window. In Andhra Pradesh, it is click of a button. 7 years, I have not visited any government department for any clearance. Everything is going online. When we start a unit, maximum 15 days, we get all the clearances without visiting anybody. So this was unheard for us in my 35 years of working, that I can get clearances so quickly and so fast. So thank you, sir. I must compliment the way the team is working to encourage. Just before start of the session, I was talking to one of the co-panelists, Ruby. He says that if government is not standing between you and your work, that is good enough. So I say now, here is a government which is they are not standing between us, but they are standing behind me. So what more you need? So with my experience in Andhra Pradesh, with Dixon's experience in Andhra Pradesh, I can assure you, government intervention zero. You can be assured of it. And if we don't have government interventions, we all know what speed we can get. So thank you, sir, and thank you very much, Bhaskar Garu.
Thank you, sir. Now I'll go to Mr. Ruvin Chabal. My question to you is regarding, you are manufacturing in Andhra Pradesh. You are manufacturing in Andhra Pradesh. You have these options of neighboring states, not very far from our border. You have Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, very, very near to the locations you manufacture. So what tilts the decision in favor of Andhra Pradesh when the entire geography is available? Of course, even from Andhra Pradesh you can take advantage of the ports of Chennai and the airport of Bangalore and the R&D facilities of Bangalore. You can take advantage. So what tilts the balance in favor of this state, and what do you think we can do better? It's not always that we paint a rosy picture. What is that we can do? We are all in a learning curve. What is that we need to do today to get people like you and other companies to come and invest in Andhra Pradesh and doing manufacturing at a larger scale? What do you think is that one or two things that we need to do better at?
I would say, okay. I'll tell you from a little bit of my experience, what I was before I came. I wasn't, as you probably understand by looking at me, I wasn't born in India. Okay, and I started a company back at the time in Israel as an entrepreneur, as a founder. And as being an entrepreneur, when you want to do something, when you go after you basically trying to do, and in Israel it's very common to do it. It's you try to do the impossible. You look at something, when you look at it at the beginning, it looked like impossible to do it, but then still you want to do it, you want to be successful. Fast forward 20 years, I'm here. We need to go after a new plant. we go to talk to you guys. After 2 weeks, we had the allotment for the ground. I've never seen any place on the planet that could do it and do it for me. Out of the period of time that I've seen everything. My career was between seeing China at the first part of my career and then coming over here. And again, China is very famous for doing things very fast to go across. But I found something the same or better over here, and that was the first step of. I can go on and say everything else what you did, but this first step was, for me, it was everything. Okay, so and this is the reason for the answer to your question. Why are we in Andhra Pradesh? Why are we in Tirupati? Yeah. By the way, this facility is already working today, full steam ahead and producing a lot of funds. So, yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Now I would want to, in fact, I was actually personally thinking that I'll ask this question. Of all the places you want to manufacture, the chassis for all the phones in Kuppam. I was also surprised first time when, we didn't pitch for it. You asked for it. We said yes, of course. And one thing what has happened, you choose Kuppam. Now I have at least 20-25 requests of manufacturing, a lot of electronic components out of Kuppam, which we never was in our radar. In our wildest imagination, we never thought that Kuppam would be a place where, electronic manufacturing will happen. And that too, you started with chassis. Now we have somebody want to manufacturing anode, diode. People are coming and saying that they'll do a PCB. It's just like, everything has opened up, in that place. Of course, it's a nice place, good weather. If there is some place which is comparable in weather to Bangalore, kind of an environment, it is Kuppam. Now we have water, a lot of water, power is there and all, everything. But this question again comes back to, so Kuppam.
Yeah, thank you, Bhaskarji, for asking that question. For the records, I'll just tell you what we plan to manufacture in Kuppam is the chassis or the body of the mobile phone. It's very high-end aluminum extrusion manufacturing, and it's not a new site for us, Bhaskarji. We've been operating the Kuppam site for the last 3 years. When Hindalco, part of the Aditya Birla Group, acquired an existing extrusion plant, they were already doing some very good quality products for automotive, and we really like the site for its location. It's close to, like you said, the Chennai port. Bangalore is a location, and we already had skilled labor force already operating the Kuppam site. So it was not we were not in double minds on choosing any other place for us. And a lot of the electronics and the phone ecosystem is already in that region. So it was a natural choice for us. And to take that further, then we decided to put up an integrated aluminum plant with very high-end aluminum casting as well as extrusion manufacturing and machining. And to add to the quality of workforce, we are also investing in a skill development institute. We call it Swarna Kaushal, which over 3 years will train and make the local youth employable in such high-end engineering and manufacturing industry. So yeah, it was a natural choice for us. Kuppam, it's a great location.
Thanks to you, I'm flooded with, offers, of Kupam and all. Now there's a lot of competition, Kupam, people want to do that. Thanks to you. The first one, start that off. Thanks a lot. And that, brings us to the close of a little bit of interactive session that we have. Now I think we have MOUs. We have a couple of MOUs and GO that we're going to exchange. But one thing from the stage, what I want to tell everybody is that whatever MOUs we are exchanging today, next 60 days we are going to do the foundation and the groundbreaking. So that's what the mandate we have. For us, MOU doesn't mean a piece of paper, but MOU means the start of a journey, and we have a very definite timeline that we have. In the next 60 days, the groundbreaking for all the MOUs that we are entering. That means your land will be there with you, handed over to you, your incentive package clearly worked out, government orders given in your hand, and we can start off on the construction part of the factory. Wherever factories are to be there, where a fitted out factory is required, we will make that available. So with that, I think with the permission of our minister, I think I can,
To all the investors who are signing with us, our clock starts today. Not your clock, my clock, our clock starts today. Bhaskar ji and I run, we had the RTG real-time governance. We're getting a satellite map every month. So we'll start monitoring your progress. You will hear from us. Please do share your weekly updates. We would love to hear from you. Bhaskar ji as a Economic Development Board has a team. So weekly we would like to get your updates from you on any areas that you're having challenges. Because I'm not saying we're perfect. We're also humans. There will be challenges, but we're here to address those. But let's, as panelists have stated here, let's set records. And those records are only meant to be broken by us. So let's work together, and I look forward to, meeting with you and making this a meaningful journey, not only for Andhra Pradesh, for our great nation. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. To honor and give respect, may I now invite Honorable Minister to give away a token of appreciation to our panelist. May I request Minister can come forward? Mr. Jasbir S. Gujral, MD, Sirma SGS Technologies Limited. Next, Mr. Venkata Simhadri, Founder and CEO, SIP Technologies. Next, Mr. Pankaj Sharma, President and CEO, Dixon Technologies. Mr. Rowan Shebel, CEO, Neolink. And Mr. Deepak Deshmukh, Joint President and Head of Sales, Hindalco Industries Limited. Thank you so much. I request all the dignitaries to come forward for the photo opportunity together. May I request all the dignitaries to come forward for the photo opportunity, please? Can we have a big round of applause for everybody, please? This is an opportunity for all of us to witness the proposed and initiated government orders and exchange of MOUs by the Department of IT, Electronics and Communication, Government of Andhra Pradesh. May I now request Honorable Minister and Secretary to stay back for the MOU exchange and the government orders on stage. Yeah, now I would like to request SCIC Ventures LLP from Tirupati, who's manufacturing of IT enclosure, PCBA and PCB bareboards, and they have invested around 1,704 crore and giving an employment of 2,630. So we are initiating the government order. I request everybody to give a round of applause to everybody, please. Next we have Sirma SGS Limited from Tirupati initiated the manufacturing of PCB and copper clad laminate, almost the investment of approximately 1,600 crore, giving the employment to around 1,900 people. Next we have Epitome Components Private Limited, Tirupati, manufacturing of multi-layer PCB, almost 700 crore investment, giving employment to 1,000 people. Please give them a round of applause, please. Next we have Hindalco Industries Limited from Chittor, who's investing in mobile chassis. They're investing around 586 crore and giving employment to approximately 613. I can't hear. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Thank you. Solum India High-Tech Private Limited from Tirupati, who is manufacturing in EV components, who has invested around 268 crore and giving employment of 700. So this is the list of initiated government orders. Can we have a big round of applause for all the companies who are investing? Now we are moving on to the exchange of MOUs. I request YMAC Private Limited from Tirupati, who is manufacturing for consumers and automotive electronics, aerospace, defense and developing industrial parks, who is investing around 11,000 crore and giving employment to 20,500 people. I request them to exchange the MOUs, please. Next, we have Daikin Air Conditioning India Private Limited, Tirupati, who's manufacturing in AC and its component, who's doing the investment of 2,500 crore and giving the employment of 2,500 people. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Next, we have NPSPL Specialty Chemicals Private Limited. They're investing across AP, who's manufacturing in the cathode material in battery cell, investing around 2,400 crore and giving employment to 400 people. And? I can't hear the audience, please. Thank you so much. Next we have EPAC prefab and e-pack durables, investing in Tirupati, who's manufacturing consumer durables, AC and its components and prefab material, investing around 1,416 crore and giving the employment of 5,322. Next we have Neolink Design Private Limited, investing in Tirupati, who's manufacturing electronic components like display modules, camera modules, mobile enclosures and electromechanical items, investing around 1,150 crore and they're giving employment to 2,100 people. Next we have SIPSA Tech India Private Limited. They're investing in Tirupati, manufacturing of PCB, investing around 1,140 crore and giving employment to 1,251 employee. Thank you so much. Next we have Samvardhana Motherson International Limited. They're investing across Andhra Pradesh, initiating the manufacturing of automotive components, investing around 1,100 crore and giving the employment to 2,000 people. Next we have Dixon Technologies India Limited, investing in Tirupati, manufacturing of electronic goods, consumer electronics and its sub-assemblies, investing around 1,000 crore and giving employment to 10,000 people. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Thank you. Next we have Ember Enterprises India Limited, investing in Tirupati, manufacturing of ACs and its components, investment around 400 crore and giving employment of 1,500 people. Next we have Meena Circuits Private Limited, investing in Tirupati, manufacturing of PCB, giving employment to 819 people with a worth of investment 350 crore. Can we have a big round of applause for them? Next we have Refibes Innovation Private Limited, investing in Vishakhapatnam, processing of critical materials from e-waste, investing around 350 crore and giving employment to 450 people. Can we have a big round of applause for them, please? I'll make sure you keep on clapping for everybody because it's huge investment and the huge employment opportunity for everybody in the district and in the state. Next we have Titan Intech Limited, investing in NTR district, manufacturing of display panels, giving employment to 200 people with a worth of investment 250 crore. With this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the total of 27,909 crore of the worth of investment in the state with the employment opportunity. Approximately 55,000 of the employee will be getting employed. Can we have a big round of applause for this news? Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Minister and the Secretary. With this, we close the session. Thank you.
Give me my material printout.
Thank you.